You're welcome to another edition of Import Export Platform, Facebook Live from 3 Pest Trade Academy. And my name is Dele Ayimibo. We're on to another edition of Nigerian State are Billionaires in Dollars. And this morning we are on to part 64. And we are discussing Ogun State. Ogun State happens to be one of the states in Nigeria that is getting it right in terms of IGR. Ogun State leverage on the fact that it has a larger landmass than Lagos and creating an enabling environment for people to come around and set up businesses in Ogun State, and this is helping Ogun State to generate income. However, Ogun State is largely focused on side hustle. If you have been following me, you know what I mean by side hustle. Side hustle is basically depending on income, side income, so depending on taxes rather. Depending on taxes, and I have said that if that's what you want to depend upon as a governor, that's not going to help you at all, considering the fact that you need a lot. You know, it's like Nigeria, we are in the hole. And because we are in the hole, we need a lot of things in terms of resources to be able to come out of the hole. So we really cannot depend on what the West is depending on. And by the way, West are not even only depending on that alone. A number of them also are thinking the way I am thinking, in the sense that they do a lot to generate income locally via export themselves. In fact, a number of governments in the developed world, even in the developing world, buy, skip, and then sell from their citizens. Because what this basically does is that it helps you as a state to be able to grow in a very, very sustainable manner. In a very, very sustainable manner. When you think more of how to generate money independent of taxes. Like I said yesterday, people will evade taxes. People will evade taxes. They've always evaded taxes and they will keep evading taxes. So you really cannot build your business on taxes. If you build the business on taxes, what will happen is you will not have enough money. You will not have enough money. You will not have enough money. Why? Because you are depending solely on taxes. In our world today, it will be very, very unfortunate for anyone to depend on taxes. But you know what has happened in Africa? We have depended only on taxes. And the whole essence of this program, and on part 64 today, is to find a way to educate our listener and to see if the message will get across to the governors, hoping that they will do something about the fact that they need alternative strategy in generating income sustainably, because the state is in dire need of money. The state is in dire need of money. The states in Nigeria is in dire need of money. So if we don't, and the way we do it, it doesn't appear there is any serious level of desperation to make that money as much as possible. It doesn't appear to me there is any serious level of desperation. I don't know why, but it's just like we are still contented, maybe because nobody is asking questions actually, very much contented in just going and looking for the money from looking for the money from, what do you call it, from Abuja, relying on it. A governor will come in and is relying solely on what he will get from Abuja. Because he is too sure the money will come. Only that it's not, the figure is not constant. The figure sometimes go down. But you know that something will come, sha. So at least they will get security vote and get something for themselves. So I'm challenging this morning the new governor of Ogun State. I'm challenging this morning the new governor of Ogun State that it will not be nice if all he's doing sincerely is going the way other people have gone. I think Amosun did a lot in Ogun State in attracting investment. I think he did a lot. I think Ogun State income has really grown in Nigeria. So Dakwa Abiodun, please continue from where your predecessor stopped. Continue from where your predecessor stopped. By basically ensuring, continue from where your predecessor stopped, by basically ensuring that at the end of the day, you are able to continue the trajectory of growth of the income of your state. You are able to continue the trajectory of growth of the income of the state. Ogun State undoubtedly is one of the states in Nigeria that should not be having cash crunch. You know what? Ogun State is in a vantage position, side by side Lagos State, and all the people that want to enjoy the market of Lagos but do not want to produce in Lagos have found solace in Ogun State. All the people, all the businesses, all the organizations that want to enjoy the market in Lagos without producing in Lagos have found solace in Ogun State, where there is enough land at a reasonable cost, less stress, even access or close to gas that they can use to fire their factory. Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian state has everything it needs to survive, but alas, Nigerian state have been unable to survive. Ogun State is owing a lot of debt, close to about 150 billion. About 150 billion. But Ogun State income is 124. Ogun State is among the states in Nigeria that earn more locally compared to FAC from Abuja. Last year, Ogun State earned 124 billion in total. But do you know what? 75% of that money is from Ogun State. I'm clapping for Ogun. Ogun is the first. Even though I skip Lagos, I'll come back to Lagos. I skip Lagos because of some things I still want to do on Lagos. But 75%, a whopping 75% of income needed by Ogun were generated in Ogun State. That's why I said kudos to the former governor, kudos. All the effort he put in to ensure that the state generates a lot of income. However, I'm thankful for Ogun State because at least they can meet their obligations reasonably. But I'm not so happy that Ogun State is not taking huge advantage of what is residing in Ogun State. By the way, Ogun also have a very massive land. Or reasonably massive land. Reasonably massive land. We are looking at Ogun with the eye of Coco, but let's look at what Ogun have. Ogun have the following. Number 1, maize, cocoyam, bamboo, cashew, sugarcane, fish, cocoa, yam, plantain, timber, cowpea, fruits, palm produce, soybeans, coffee, livestock, shrimps, rice, banana, orange. On the mineral side, kaolin, feldspar, silica sand, mica, granite, clay, phosphate, gypsum, limestone, quartz, tar sand. These are all the wealth of Ogun State. These are all the wealth of Ogun State. No wonder Ogun State is billionaire in dollars. Ogun State is billionaire in dollars. What we did was to look at Ogun State in the eye of cocoa, and we are looking at cocoa just on 30% of the land in Ogun State. If the land of Ogun State is 643,000 hectares, and we are using 1/3, 193,000 for planting of cocoa, with a yield of 1.5 metric tons, which comes to 289,000 metric tons. At a price of $2,300, we can generate $666 million from Ogun State. If you convert that to Naira, at 360 is 239 billion. 239 billion. In cultivating the cocoa on the 193,000 hectares of land, at a profit of 50%, we will spend about 12 billion. If we are exporting at a cost of 60,000 per metric tons, we are going to incur a cost of 17 billion plus about 12 billion. That's about 28 or 29 billion. Minus the $239 billion for production, Ogun State can generate 210 billion from cocoa alone. If you add that to the 84 billion they made last year, that's 295 billion. Ogun State has the potential to generate a whopping 300 billion. A whopping 300 billion from simply exporting what? Exporting cocoa beans. From simply exporting what? Exporting cocoa beans. And there are so many variants of cocoa beans. Ogun State can decide that, okay, we want to even do chocolate. We want to even do chocolate. Because with cocoa beans, that's $9.3 billion. And the market that Ogun State will be targeting will be mainly the Netherlands, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Belgium, United Kingdom. About 70% of the purchase of cocoa is actually from Europe. It's actually from Europe. Then Malaysia also buy with Indonesia, and then United States. These are all main market for cocoa beans. But like I said, the state can say, okay, we don't even want to do cocoa beans. We want to add value to the cocoa. Because Ogun State is an industrial area, actually. Ogun State is an industrial area. Ogun State is an industrial area. And for Lagos, what Lagos must do, because it doesn't have land, is to use its money to cultivate strategic products in other states of the country, just the way he did for Lake Rice. Lake Rice idea is a perfect strategy for Lagos State. Use your money, partner with the state, buy lands in the state, or have a strategic partnership with the state, buy land in that state, and hire the citizen of the state to farm for you. buy land in the state, create job in the state. So for example, Ogun is very close, so Lagos can do what I'm saying right in Ogun State. So Lagos should not go too far. Ogun already have a land that you can leverage on. Do it in Ogun State. So I will recommend cocoa for Lagos. Lagos does not have land, but it has money. You know, God is so merciful. He knows how to do these things. Some states they don't have money, but they have land, but they don't know what to do with their land. Lagos does not have land, but he has people. But he knows what to do with his people to generate income from his people. And Lagos is generating a lot of income from his own people. Lagos generates a lot of income from his own people. Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian state has every need to survive. But Nigerian state have been unable to survive. So one of the things I'm going to do today with respect to Ogun State is to look at the derivatives of the product we are recommending Ogun State to do. They don't know what to do with their land. Is to recommend the derivatives. And I think Lagos can do a lot in terms of those derivatives. I strongly believe that Lagos can do a lot in terms of those derivatives. Billionaires in dollars. Lagos can do a lot. The reason is that Lagos State have the opportunity, have the potentials, everything to do a lot. A lot. And I mean a lot. Lagos can do a lot. And the way Lagos should do it is very easy. Lagos should basically look for locations outside where it can form a strategic partnership. Like I said, Ogun State have a very large land mass, so it's enough for him to be able to leverage on that. Because you already have the opportunity anyway, so why not? Why not? Why not? You already have the opportunity. What's the opportunity you have? The opportunity you have as Ogun State is that, as well as Lagos, is that you have the money. Use your money. Use your money. Lagos, use your money. You know why? It's very important you use your money, because what that basically does for you at the end of the day is that it makes it easier for you to acquire land in other places and then take advantage of the opportunity and add value. So for example, let's look at the market of chocolate. Remember Ogun State, remember that chocolate is, cocoa is how much? 9.3 billion. Chocolate market is a whopping 26.5 billion. Chocolate market. Chocolate market, 26.5 billion. Ogun State, wake up. If you are generating over 80 billion from side hustle, you probably will be generating hundreds of billion if you begin to produce yourself using the model we have recommended. In producing yourself, you partner with someone in your state, you provide the funding, use your goodwill to get your people in the state to produce for you, sensitize them, train them, make something available to them, but ensure that you give them guarantee to buy so that they can buy from you. And when they buy from you, you know what next to do. Go sell it. The reason why you have this company you have set up in which the state have a large stake is for that state to look for that business to look for buyer and to sell the product produced by the state. Who are the buyers of chocolate? United States is the largest buyer of chocolate, followed by Canada. And then Germany, France, United Kingdom, Netherlands, Poland. These are the major markets you have for chocolate. Can we look at other variants of cocoa? Cocoa butter. Cocoa butter. Other variant of cocoa. Cocoa paste. Cocoa powder. I'm checking out other variant of cocoa. Cocoa shell. Let's take them one by one. Cocoa butter, 5.42 billion. Where is the market? Germany, France, Belgium, Italy, Russia, Poland, United States, Canada, Japan, Australia, Argentina. Cocoa butter. Cocoa butter. Cocoa paste, 3.54 billion. Who are the buyer? France, Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, Russia, Poland, Italy, Spain, Malaysia, United Kingdom, Canada. These are the major buyer of cocoa paste. What else do we have? Cocoa powder, 2.42 billion. Who are the buyers? Netherlands, Italy, Germany, France, Poland, Russia, Belgium, United Kingdom, China, Japan, Iran, Turkey, Israel, India. United States is the largest buyer, 14%. Canada, Mexico, Argentina, Chile, Egypt, Australia. Cocoa powder. Cocoa shell. Cocoa shell. Cocoa husk. Cocoa shell, cocoa husk, cocoa skin, cocoa waste. Very small market, $40 million. Netherlands, the market. Spain, France, Malaysia. That is on cocoa alone. On cocoa alone. On cocoa alone. When you see what the world is doing with cocoa, then you can understand the fact that anybody saying it doesn't have money as a state need deliverance, help, assistance. And that assistance is what Timper is rendering, that is making us to do Facebook Live every day. Every blessed day. There is idea being thrown out there to help the people, because some of them will claim we don't know what to do, we don't know how to go about it. That is fine, but now we are making information available for you. There is no hiding place again. There is no hiding place again. There is no hiding place again. Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian state has everything need to survive, but alas, Nigerian state has been unable to survive. Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian state has everything to survive, but alas, Nigerian state has been unable to survive. Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. I dare say that Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. And Nigerian state has every goddamn thing it needs to survive. Ogun State is not left out, and I've been talking about Ogun State. If I decide to go to cashew nut, you know what you find in cashew nut? Another $6 billion market. Any state in Nigeria that have unemployment, which many states have, and that state is still saying and the state is producing cashew nut, and it's not processing cashew nut, a very labor-intensive business. And it's not producing cashew nut, a very labor-intensive business. The state governor is not even serious at all. The state governor is not even serious at all. Because if you have huge opportunity to be able to do what you need to do and you're not doing it, what do I call you? You're not serious. You're not serious. And you're not giving the best to your state. You are just giving us story. And your state have adopted your story. Your state have accepted your story. Nobody is questioning and querying. Nobody is questioning and querying. And we are putting information out there right now for people to begin to ask the right question. Do you know that Ogun State can produce sugarcane also? And with this sugarcane, it can have market in Indonesia, India, China, Iraq, Bangladesh, Malaysia, South Korea, Japan, Saudi Arabia, Algeria, Egypt, Nigeria, Morocco, Kenya, United States, and in Africa alone, $3.27 billion market. In Africa alone, $3.27 billion market. Another state, another product rather, that I would like to talk about before we close, I'll be closing very shortly, and that product is banana. Banana. $13.7 billion market. Banana and plantain in Ogun State are exportable products, $13.7 billion market. And this can be exported via Germany, Netherlands, Russia, United Kingdom, France, Italy, United States, Germany, China. These are all potential states for exportation of banana and plantain. And we can take advantage of the $13.7 billion market. Do you know that Ogun State can also produce soybeans? Soybeans. Don't worry about the market of soybeans. Just think, when you think soybeans, think China. Think soybeans, think China, because China is purchasing about 63% of export of soybeans. And lastly, palm oil. Palm oil. Ogun State has the potential for palm oil, and it can sell it to India, China, Pakistan, Netherlands, Spain, Italy. These are places where Ogun State can sell that product. Ogun State has the potential. Ogun State has the potential. Ogun State has the potential not just to be a billionaire in dollar, probably beyond a billion to tens of $billions, just like Lagos State. Thank you very much for listening again this morning. Remember, we are now in the O state. Ogun State, Ondo State, Osun State, Oyo State. So today in the evening, I'll be going to my state, Ondo State. And I'll be talking to Oluwarotimi Odunayo Akeredolu. And then tomorrow I'll be talking to Osun State and Oyo State. On Saturday, Plateau State. On Sunday, Rivers State. Next week, Monday, Sokoto and Taraba. By next week, Tuesday, I should be done with going around Nigerian state. I'll be talking to Yobe and Zamfara State. Yobe and Zamfara State. And then we will then move on to another state, to another topic, which I'm already working on. And I will let out the cat when the time comes. Thank you very much for listening. See you in the evening, and bye for now.